One of the most primitive rights we have as humans is the consumption of our food. Somewhere along the line, an industrial system took over and the integrity of our food was damaged. But not all farmers have taken that road. Right here in Southwestern Pennsylvania, we have farmers that care about their animals, their land, and their customers. One such farm is Greenfield Farms in Perryopolis.
My name is Sarah Sickle. I'm the owner of Greenfield Farms. We raise beef and pork and lamb. No hormones, no steroids, no antibiotics. We have done this for years and years, almost all my married life. We enjoyed what we were doing. My husband has since passed away, and I have modified it, but I'm still doing it. We raise all our own calves. It's a closed herd. We don't buy anything from anywhere except for a bull, and that's an inspected bull. A lot of times they're from Penn State trials for bulls. And we raise Santa Gertrudis cattle, which is the cattle that the King Ranch in Texas developed. They do very well for us. They get very nice and big, and they don't get real heavy with fat. They come out prime whenever we sell them. And we raise the calves from when they're babies on their mamas out in the field, and then we bring them in and we finish them with grain. And we also let some go out on the grass and stay on the grass and sell them as grass-fed. It takes longer to do that. We've been very successful at retaining our customers. The last thing at night was you checked the barn. The first thing in the morning was you checked the barn, and you took care of the animals before you ate. It was always the animals first and us second. We did petting zoos for 50-odd years and pony rides, and people slowly got away from having a pig in the backyard or a handful of chickens in the backyard. They got away from all that, and they became disconnected from where their beef came from and their pork came from and their lamb came from. And by going out with the petting zoos and doing educational interviews with people, and especially with the kids at school, we would go into schools with a handful of animals, and they had no concept of where that animal should be or what they got from it or how they ended up with wool, or that you had to shave the sheep once a year. And we did an educational number so that everybody understood where their food and fiber came from. And it's amazing, because after that generation's gone and they'll come back to a park that we were doing, and they'd say, I remember this, and I remember you telling us about this too. And so it was a connect. But even now, there is a greater percentage of the public does not know where their food and fiber comes from. They need to read up on it, come out to farms and check on it, and get reacquainted with it. This is not a factory farm. This is not something that if it's sickly, you send it off to be slaughtered so that it's out of the way. None of that. All of our product that we sell are USDA inspected, and you can have the beef cut any way you want, by the quarter, by the half, by the split quarter. And I advise everybody to get to know their farmer that they're buying from. He needs to be honest and have integrity.